Hey guys, so it is Monday, April 22nd, and I have just a few minutes before I need to go pick my boys up from school. I'm sitting on my beautiful porch, enjoying this wonderful weather as Lucille is finishing her nap. So, a friend of mine told me a couple weeks ago, he said, you should really start vlogging your musings that we talk about. And I'm like, I could probably do that. So here we are. And today I'm going to share with you a couple of the musings that I have I've just been on. Not a couple, one. There's been one thing that I have just really been going over in my mind over the last couple of days. And it is the fact that I have become quite indifferent or unopinionated about a lot of things. There are some things that just don't matter in life. There are some subjects in which a lot of people can be a little less opinionated about because honestly and truthfully, they just really don't matter. However, sorry, I'm holding my phone. I really need to get one of those camera stands. Anyways, however, there are some things that I probably should and could refine my voice. One of the things that I am super passionate about and have been super passionate about for several years is the fact that I truthfully believe that mediocrity is the devil's biggest scheme. I think people who are worried about zombie apocalypse, you guys, sorry, let me get this phone adjusted. Okay, you guys, we are very zombie-like in our lives. We just go through the motions. We go about our days, going through the motions. It's just this very mundane. You wake up, you go to work, you get home from work, you go to bed, you wake up, you go to work, you come home from work, you go to bed. Just very mundane lifestyles that have zero purpose and zero passion outside of paying the bills for your family. Now, don't get me wrong. You need your bills to be paid. You do not want to be a bum. You do not want to live off the government. You don't want to live off of everybody else who's working to pay their bills, okay? So there's a balance, but there's a verse of scripture in the New Testament that talks about the enemy as like is prowling around like a roaring lion waiting for someone to devour. And I really believe that his roaring, I've always pictured his roaring as that whisper of just, you know what I'm talking about? The just. And I can identify over the last few years some different situations, different aspects of life, different circumstances, different people that have played into my indifference. And I'm trying to really decide and figure out, and I'm praying about what is God's will? What's the balance of finding your voice and speaking to the things that matter to you and setting boundaries and drawing lines in the sand? What is the balance of that? And it doesn't matter. And some of the situations are kind of, how do I say this without saying this? Some of the situations and some of the indifference that has happened has honestly, you guys, all right, listen, I'm just going to lay it out there. If you're married, you know what I'm talking about. You and your spouse don't agree on everything. So some of the indifference is within my home. Some of the indifference is, why even bring it up? It doesn't matter. Or it's going to be a disagreement, and does that disagreement matter? Like, what are the things that matter? Where are the boundaries? So also as a Christian wife, learning where the line is. The line of submission and serving my husband, serving my family, because I'm a stay-at-home mom. On top of being a wife and a mother, I'm a stay-at-home mom, housekeeper, homemaker, whatever you want to call it. That's my job duties. So working in everything as if working for the Lord. And also, there's part of, and I'm not saying that my family treats me like a doormat, but there are some people who in conversations, they can make you second guess and question some of the things and that go on in your world. And so where's the balance? Where's the balance of your voice, and here's your boundaries and your lines, and this is what you're standing for, and this is who you are, and then why pick battles, and why cause fights, and why get into arguments or disagreements? Like, whether it's your home, your work, your social group, your friend group, whatever it is, whatever you're doing, where's the line? So I'm curious. I'd like to hear from you. This is just at 7 minutes, so I'm going to jump off here. And I cannot wait to hear from you guys. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you feel like you have become indifferent and unopinionated in some areas of life? Do you feel like you could use a little bit of quieting those opinions? Are you one who could stand to be a little less opinionated? What are your thoughts? I'm really curious. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week.